All right. Welcome to another weekly installment of the Best Way to Smoke News with Serpo Jr.
Big J.
And getting right into it, Young Thug slapped with 6 additional charges in the RICO case. You know, we all know what's going on with the YSL rapper has been jailed since May, along with other members of his collective little rap group such as Young Gunna. And and it's like they all up in there up under this little thing called the RICO Act. Not quite sure if the raps that they talk about or they rhyme about is actual activity, but some of the things that they do rap about, if it's like I saw this or I just grew up seeing some of this stuff, it's like they have that RICO Act and they got years and years of certain things that add up to something. And it's like they making it appear as if you're a part of something. And now for all like the upcoming rappers and things of such, you don't have to glorify like messiness to try to like uplift your career. If you're not a Molly Parker said gun toting, stick shooting person, you shouldn't you really don't need to glorify that to uplift yourself. So to our upcoming rappers, man, be smart about what you're delivering out there.
Oh, for sure. Be smart about the information that you're getting out there. Moving on to the next story. Bakersfield officer admitted to flushing suspect marijuana, said he was angry. When first questioned by Internal Affairs Detective, Bakersfield Police Department Senior Officer Brandon Debut said he didn't recall finding marijuana when searching a home for a gun reportedly brandished at an officer's, documents say. A detective opened his laptop and played 2 portions of body camera footage. The first showed Debut and other officers standing in a kitchen where a baggie of what appears to be marijuana is visible on a table. The second captured Debut dump the contents of the baggie in a toilet and flush it, according to the reports. Senior Officer Debut stated as soon as he saw the marijuana on the kitchen table, he remembered that what had happened. Debut 34 is charged with petty theft, a misdemeanor, and has a court hearing September 1st. The man who allegedly owned the marijuana said there had been about 2 ounces worth roughly $400, the reports say. The man whose name was redacted from the document said also missing was $800 in cash from the pocket of black pants he left on his bedroom dresser just before the search. It doesn't appear that allegation could be proved.
Yeah, man, that's
Got him.
crazy. That's crazy. It's like it's a whole lot wrong with that right there, though, Big J, because it's a whole lot of incompetence from the police force. Whether you have citizens engaging in illegal activities or whatever it may be, that doesn't give the police force to actually go ahead and act in like with incompetence as well. But thankfully, like because a gun was brandished, thankful that the person wasn't even shot or gunned down.
Right.
That's a good thing. And as far as like the drugs and stuff being flushed or whatever it may be, something like needs to be like done with the officers in a disciplinary action. I'm not going to sit here and just say loss of a job, but
Oh, he's suspended with pay. He's out of there.
oh well,
They suspended him
and he
with
needs
pay.
to be like he needs more training because it's like you can't. How you gonna go in for something, forget the things that you do? What if there wasn't a camera?
Yeah.
What if it wasn't that? Would this person of interest be like held accountable for like things unseen?
Yeah.
So it's like our officers, not just in Bakersfield, all across the United States. I'm just speaking for here and especially across like the Los Angeles area. Like, I mean, if you want the citizens to cooperate and like be, like receptive to what you have to offer, you gotta abide by the rules too.
And get it together.
Yeah. And then moving on, a man loses ability to walk after excessive vitamin B intake. An 86-year-old father reportedly lost his ability to walk due to excessive over the counter vitamins. Now, after losing the ability to walk, he got admitted to a hospital where he was then diagnosed with vitamin B6 toxicity, a condition that can cause peripheral neuropathy, otherwise known as nerve damage. The man started suffering from it after unknowingly consuming about 70 times the recommended daily
Damn,
vitamin intake for a man his
that's a
age.
lot.
And while vitamin B6, like other B vitamins, help the body convert food into energy by breaking down proteins and carbs, it can also help boost the body's immune system and certain brain functions. So it's like for him being a man of age, it's like vitamin B6, it also helps with like how they say with brain functions such as memories, and it like helps with Alzheimer's.
Right.
And and it's like it says he's an 86-year-old father, but it's an old saying, it's a village to raise a child. And once our elderly get older, it's up to that village to look out for the elders.
For
So
sure.
it's like if something was administered to this person, it's like we do need to pay attention, because it's like it's the responsibility of us as the community and the doctors to like properly like pay attention to your patients. Because if you misdiagnose them, look, you can lose your ability to walk. You gave this man 70 times more than what he should have been having. If you would have just took the time the first time and
Right.
got it right the first time.
Yeah. And it kind of makes you think too, though, like something that's supposed to be good for you, even taking so much of it, how can it be bad for you though? It's a
Yeah.
trip. So look, moving on a lighter note, Doritos released 2 new flavors inspired by condiments. Doritos is releasing 2 new flavors, tasty to fuel end of summer snacking. Doritos ketchup and Doritos spicy mustard are the sweet and tangy options customers can crunch on for a limited time, inspired by condiments. The chips are the perfect addition to any summer cookout. The Doritos ketchup is making its U.S. debut and is based off of one of Canada's best-selling fan favorite flavors with a tangy and salty sweet taste. To me, look, I want to taste them. I want to taste them to see the mustard. Spicy mustard might be cool though, but the ketchup, it just seems like a little bit too much.
I mean, for like your little cold cuts, your little Subway sandwich, it may be kind of cool. So the ketchup, nah, it didn't strike me like at first. But I'll try it out, smoke me a blunt or two, have me some little nice little cold cuts. I don't have to add ketchup and mustard. Okay, and for our last news break of the week, New York will start accepting marijuana dispensary applications in 2 weeks, exclusively from people harmed by drug war. All right, just a little quick little something on it. New York marijuana regulators on Thursday announced that they will be officially begin accepting applications for the state's first adult use retailer license, revised for people impacted by the drug war, starting August 25th. This comes about a month after the Cannabis Control Board approved the initial conditional adult use licensing rules and accepted a mock-up of the application form. And it's like, during like previous shows, we done let you guys know like what states is doing what. In New York, they're doing something. Now, in order for you to qualify for a conditional adult use marijuana retail license, applicants must have faced a conviction for a cannabis related offense prior to the enactment of the legalization in the state, or have a direct relative with such a conviction, and they must also have experience operating and qualifying businesses. Now, with that said, right there, it's like if you do have some type of cannabis conviction or something, now it may have been a criminal offense then, but once this or if this pass, you will have like a big word to say if that conviction comes with a certain amount of experience that you have. You can
Right.
enlighten the people about a numerous amount of subjects involving cannabis, whether it be retail, whatever it may be. You will have that action.
The knowledge. Yeah, and it's a lot of different things to do in the industry.
Mm-hmm.
It's a whole bunch of shit open up from cultivating to distribution, all kind of shit. So yeah, it's
Yeah.
definitely out there.
So with that, it's like New York, they moving forward with the marijuana stuff.
for dispensaries.
You know, so everybody else is, you know, we may look at it and consider something. And with that, this is the Weekly News with Circo Jr.
Big J.